Okay, are we in now? Okay, we're in now.
Are we?
Yep.
Can you hear us? All right.
Oh,
All right. Whoosh. Here
a
we
lot
go.
of stuff got moved
Take
around.
two.
Yeah.
Welcome to Dwarven Forge Live. This is On the Anvil, episode 131. This is the show where we take you behind the scenes here at Dwarven Forge. We show you what we're working on. We show you some of the challenges we're facing, and we might just give you a glimpse of the future. Mostly this is a show that never has any technical difficulties, as we have displayed in our first 2 seconds of being live. And mostly we're going to hang out and enjoy another technically a frosty beverage for the next 2 hours. Someone took our ciders, Chris, so we don't even have frosty beverages.
Sometime in the last 2 months.
No, I had them in there last week. I thought we were going last week.
Hello.
Welcome. We're hopefully we can make this. It's been 2 months off.
I'm checking mine real
no.
quick. Hello.
Woo!
I need you to stop. All right.
Oh.
Hello. Okay, all right, this one is good.
Can we hear you? Everybody's live?
My mic's not working. You can't hear me? You good? There we go. Okay. Yeah, the volume sensitivity on this got way different for some reason. Usually I have to have you almost turned off or you're blowing people's ears out.
I've been limited in 2024.
Is the sound good? Everything got messed with in the last 2 months.
Quiet.
It's all good? It's all good? It's all good.
Ooh.
Okay.
Man, it is good to be back conceptually once we're actually up and running. It's been 2 months. A lot has happened.
I have this thing.
I grew a beard.
I should be blowing out the. Okay, this is probably fine. This is probably fine. Hi, that's good. Good. Hi, yes. It's been 2 months. We didn't mean to take 2 months off. We generally take time off at the end of the year. But what happened was Thanksgiving happened, and then we went to PAX Unplugged, and then I got really sick for a while, and then you were gone early, and then Christmas happened, and then we were supposed to come back last week, then my cat got really sick, and now we're here.
We're here.
Yeah.
Pretend we were never gone.
Yeah,
and we got a lot to cover. It's gonna be an action-packed episode.
Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff to cover.
What are we doing tonight, Chris? What's the plan?
Well, mostly this is a big news dump. We're gonna tell you, all of our outstanding projects, like timeline updates, because there's been progress on basically everything you guys know about. And then also we got some new stuff to tell you about. I'm gonna restart my camera real quick. It's not gonna affect anything. Hang on a second.
Hey, Whoop. Mace is here.
Mace is here? Oh, nice. Yeah, there we go. That helped a bit. My frame rate was chugging. We need to get... These webcams just don't last very long. I need to get new ones. I need to get the Elgatos, honestly.
Let's do it.
Oh, you're moving your stuff? Awesome.
It.
Yeah, that's the main thing. We're going to talk about conventions. We're going to talk about 4 different projects, I think. Restocks, all sorts of stuff. There's a lot to do, so we're gonna try to move fairly fast through it.
Everything that's happened in the last 2 months.
Yes, the cat is mostly better. The cat's almost done with her antibiotics, and she hasn't been having issues.
Hey, Tyler's here.
Tyler is here.
Holy moly!
Buy mirrorless cameras and use them for streaming. That's what we are doing. However, using a mirrorless camera, we need a lot of mirrorless cameras. We are getting more of them though. We're beefing up our streaming supplies before we get to sci-fi.
As vampires, we can only use mirrorless cameras.
Yeah, they're just not here yet.
Up here.
Yeah, the cat has messed up my legs and arms pretty bad. Because of she hates medicine, but she's fine. Okay. So,
all right. So we're gonna go give you all the latest and greatest. Only rules are just be nice. If it's your first time watching, somehow you just found out about this show and showed up after 2 months off, welcome to interact with us. That's why we're here. Everybody, we want to hear your thoughts. We want to hear your ideas. We want to hear your Spelljammer jokes. Come on in, join the community. There's room for all. Just be nice. What else are we, any other...
we're going to be giving away a $50 Dwarven Forge gift card about an hour in. Not at the break, because the break doesn't come. We never stop. But yeah, about an hour into the stream, we're going to give away a $50 Dwarven Forge gift card. Everybody is eligible. So, yeah.
$50 Dwarven. And can we use it? What if I wanted to save it up for an upcoming crowdfunding campaign? Would I be able to do that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we can pretty easily convert that into campaign credit. So if you want to save it for Starforged, or... something else we're going to talk about tonight, you'll be able to do that.
Amazing.
So yeah. All right, let's get into the news because we got to fly.
I mean, it's going to be like an hour of news.
This whole episode is basically news.
An hour of news and an hour of test shots because we got a lot of.
There's a lot of test shots. There's a lot of new Lowtown stuff to show you guys. All right, here we go.
It's
Okay, you guys didn't even hear that because everything got screwed up. Okay, so I need to change. So there's two different. I don't know how to even. Nate hit his head on it. It's probably good.
Yeah.
It's probably good you didn't. He hit his head on the light when he jumped up there. You want to do that again, and I'll fix the audio this time. Everything got disconnected. You don't want to do that again?
Wait, they didn't see the audio, the visual?
They saw the visual, but the audio broke when I went over to that thing, so I'm fixing it real quick.
Oh, that's what they said was going to happen, right? As soon as you switch scenes, that we have no audio.
Yep, I did just fix it. So, you want to take that one more time?
So they didn't hear me go out.
No, they did not hear you. They did not hear you hit the light.
Yeah, maybe I don't need to do a jumping.
You could give
windmill.
them the authentic experience.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Put it back here.
Are you ready to go? Don't mess it up this time.
That's so dumb.
Oh.
It's the news. That was screwed up because I was still looking at the light.
He was too afraid.
We're back. We're alive. What's in the news, Chris?
He was too scared to actually do it that time. That was great.
Okay.
The first thing to start off with is probably the least important, probably a minor thing. We're gonna try and go generally from past to future because we got a lot of stuff to talk about. First thing is we did a little wrap up video for last year. So if you didn't get a chance to see that, post it on YouTube near the end of last year. Woo! If you haven't seen it, it's cute, fun, short. Just goes over like all the stuff. Like, a lot of stuff happened last year. So that's there. That's on our YouTube channel if you want to see that.
And while you're at YouTube, subscribe.
Yeah, if you're not subscribed, because we're about to start putting a lot of stuff on that channel as we roll into sci-fi. We're already editing some stuff for it. Other stuff. So some stuff that's happening currently. Letitia has continued to keep working on the website. We recently pushed a pretty big update to the mobile site. So if you do browse on your phone, hopefully the navigation menu should be easier to use on your phone now. So check that out. I don't think it changed much for the desktop version, although it did create like a little bug there, but we got that fixed.
There's lots of little incremental improvements along the way. But
Yeah.
Does anybody here actually go on the website on your phone? How prevalent is that?
Supposedly over half of our traffic is mobile traffic.
Did you see it come at me?
You should just move that. You want to just move that light up?
You keep talking, yeah.
It's a solid like 6 inches above your head. You just keep bouncing.
Mm.
Yeah. Go ahead and just push that up while I'm talking about it. Only for restocks. That's fair. A lot of people use phone. I think it is like a very, I'm sure it's a generational thing. But the main thing is we were not optimized for mobile use like at all. And that should be better now. It sounds like people are looking at it and saying, "Oh yeah, it's way better." So thank you, Letitia and Luke, for getting that all put together.
That and lots of little, right? There's lots of little stuff along the way.
Yeah.
They're like constantly just making little improvements.
Yeah. And that's been the thing. Like it's, since we brought Luke on, so Letitia has some backup with the programming end of things. It's really just been, I think, most of last year, basically after Lowtown. We bring him on in the summer. I can't even remember when that started, but we started doing like gradual updates, and we're going to continue rolling gradual updates out over the year. Yeah.
Well.
So yeah, there was that. We're going to talk restocks real briefly next. First off, some of you may notice the Crystal Cavern standard edition of it has been taken off the store briefly. We had like various issues with it that we were checking on. That's why it's gone for now. We're just looking and trying to get like a full evaluation of
keep seeing to make sure it's all good.
Making sure it's okay before we put it back up. Those pieces aren't gone forever. So that's what the deal is with that. Is we're investigating.
Hey, but we got these back, like these crystal caverns, like these epic elements, like you guys asked, and you bought all the, you bought out all the crystals, so we got more crystals coming in. This is exciting.
However, we're investigating like some issues with paint, as well as some people had like some switches that weren't working great.
Rusty
stuff like that.
batteries or something too.
Like two,
weird, like...
yeah, we had two people who had like rusted screws and batteries and stuff on theirs, and it, like water had gotten in and stuff, and it's like, what happened?
Well...
So we're investigating that and figuring out like what to do and all that. So that's what that whole that's why that's down. We're gonna figure that out as quickly as possible. We're talking to the factory. We're getting a tally of what exactly happened, and working on that. And we will have news. I think we're gonna alert everybody who reach out to us as soon as we have like a plan of action. We just got to figure out what to do. As far as upcoming restocks, we currently have 2 that we're aware of.
I love that phrasing.
Well, it's
yeah.
I guess we have 2 that we've ordered, I suppose. One of them is already up on the site, the late January restock. If at the earliest, if it hits no delays whatsoever, which could happen with shipping, as happened with the last restock we were doing.
Until it's live, anything could happen.
Yeah, like it should be landing fairly soon. At the earliest, we're seeing it like the last couple days of January. Very possibly going to be later than that, like early February instead. So if you're wondering when late January is, the answer is possibly February.
That's everyone wants to know the answer to that riddle. That's
yes. And then we do have another restock.
What?
That is on the way. We don't have the listings for it up because they're still in production. As it gets closer to shipping, I think it's targeting like around a late March currently, but it depends on how the stuff goes. It's shipping out after Wildlands Reforged. Basically, we put that order through a bit ago, so that one will be listed soon. It's mostly going to be a lot of cavern stuff. Like I think is it passages? What is it? We're gonna passages or trifecta? No, the trifecta we already have back. It was mostly I need to look at it, but it's targeted at a lot of the stuff we've been doing, where it's like here's some second step cavern pieces and stuff like that we have been trying to get back in. So that's the goal with that. So that's on the way. And we'll be getting that up probably sometime in the next couple weeks, I would imagine. Passage accessories, maybe. I would need to check the list. We ordered it like before the holidays, so I'm trying to remember now, and it's
There's
I just
many
remember
layers. Like
I just remember it was because I had a long list, and it was like, okay, well we can't do everything on the list. So I'm trying to remember which ones
which survived and
got
which
through. Yeah. I'll need to check it again, but we'll be posting that restock list on the site fairly soon. Yeah. So speaking of next couple thing, let's talk about this weird project before we move into Wildlands Reforged. As you may know, if you've watched this a lot, we've talked about how the way the factory lays out molds affects production, and how we try to avoid winding up with mold configurations where when we're trying to make a certain set, we end up like producing like another piece as well that we don't need, and we just get weird overflow. Well, because that's happened in the past, we have a lot of weird overflow of various pieces. We have like anywhere from like 25 to like a couple hundred of several like weird individual pieces.
And sometimes we might make like there might be a good mold configuration, but that same piece is in a couple of sets, and then we make an order of just this set, and so now the ratio is funny. So there's a whole bunch of something, Yeah, it's weird how overflows happen.
Yeah, the point is we've had a good amount of like just weird like outlier pieces that have been around. Some of them going back to like KS1, and some of them that have like happened like fairly recently. So what we're looking at doing is setting up some sort of thing. Some of them are runes pieces. Some of them are like dungeon runes, I believe, if I remember from the list correctly. What we're looking at doing is actually we're gonna try putting up like an individual piece market little thing for just those overflow pieces. It's not something that we can economically produce intentionally. These things just got produced accidentally, and they're laying around, and we got to do something with it.
But wait, did everybody process that for a sec? A bunch of individual pieces you can buy and add to your order. Like, is the thing people have been asking for a while.
It's probably going to be not very economical to try and order just that one individual piece because the shipping would then be like weirdly large for.
But if you get a
individual
set
piece.
and add
Yeah.
4 pieces, now you got something.
Yeah. So it's a smattering of stuff. Like I said, going back to like KS1 and like the first Caverns Pass up through. There's some Hellscape stuff in there.
Some Sassul, Forsaken
Yeah.
Temple stuff in there.
It's
There's,
essentially
It's a mix
everything.
of. It's like a weird mix across everything.
I think it's essentially everything pre-Wildlands, like every campaign pre-Wildlands, I believe. Like a lot of like the Lizard Folk minis are going to be there in individuals, but only unpainted for some reason. We just have a lot of unpainted ones. So it's a very random collection, and it's a thing that we're probably just going to list to sell down until it's gone. We don't have a date for it yet. We don't have a lot of specifics about it yet. But that is like a thing that we're looking at. It looks like people are excited. So that's
we
that's a thing.
do need though. We need a name. Like, what do we call this? Right? I was sort
Yeah.
of calling it the Piece Bazaar because I was at Gen Con, right? We used to have there were buckets of pieces you could buy individual or by the pound or whatever. So like, what do we? Ooh, it's DF a la carte.
Yeah. Monthly subscription box. Monthly subscription box wouldn't be good for either of us.
No.
I'll tell you right now,
It's not
economically, it would not be worth it for
Call it
you
Paul.
or us. Random unpainted I made. So we don't want to make it random. We want you to genuinely be able to choose what you're getting. Still want it to be a gachapon system.
Overforged.
We're gonna set up a crane game in Brooklyn. Anybody that can come out here.
Right, you get the big claw.
Or it's like the one where you put in quarters and you're trying to like get it to push other quarters like down.
It's a scam.
It's a
Every time
weird,
it's
it's a
scam.
weird game.
It's
Well,
not
you
even
know
a
that
game.
you know that the odds are against you because they wouldn't set that up if you're actually going to get more quarters back than what you're
No,
spending. The house always wins.
Every
like-
time.
Yeah,
A la Forge.
Forgus Borg is pretty funny.
Forge is Forge.
Scraps Forge. Do you have to put in Dwarven Forge to push out other Dwarven Forge? Yes.
Yeah. You have to slot your Dwarven Forge pieces into the thing to push other ones out.
Love the idea of
work out.
love the
Single dwarves in your area.
love the idea of a subscription box. Hate the practicalities of a subscription box.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
it'd be unreasonable for us to try and pull that off, especially with the cost of our product. It's a lot.
Case Claw comes back with a Shimmer Frond.
We would
There's
need
not
to-
even any in there.
We would need I imagine we would need such a high volume of subscriptions in
Well,
order
the problem
to.
is also none of
make
these
it worth
pieces
it.
have the same quantities, so we wouldn't like everybody get different stuff in their box, and I don't know.
It's a real mess.
Yeah.
Like I said, like some of these individual pieces, there's literally like 30 of them. Others, there's over 300. So it really swings.
We're trying to do it in a way that's manageable
Yeah.
to start. And
Yeah.
We'll see. Adopt Me Forge.
Yeah. So that's
some are painted, some are unpainted. It's all
Yeah.
over the place. One shots.
Valorian coins vending machines.
It
You just put in real money for a chance to get some fake money to
get some-
fall out.
never comes out.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So if there is like, there's not really, what I will say, there's not really like chase pieces in there. We're not talking about getting like a stairway to violence or something like that. It's a lot of like one-off walls or floors or things
Weird
like that.
accessories, it's just absolute
Crenellations.
hodgepodge. You
It's
don't
a lot
even
of like
know
just
what.
weird. Yeah.
It's all
Um,
over the place.
I don't believe we're discounting any of the pieces.
No.
Well, it's also weird because like we don't have like individual prices listed to really
No.
discount in the first place.
It's probably more
um,
expensive if you could get all the pieces in a Dungeon Core set individually. They would end up costing more than just buying.
That's the
Dungeon
main
Core
thing.
set.
Yeah, we don't want it to be cheaper to get the pieces individually than to buy the full set. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly what the pricing is going to be. That's something that Jay's still working on. But yeah, so that's something we wanted to float out there, see if there's interest. It seems like people are excited, and it's not something people are upset about. So there we go.
Yeah. Who would be
good
upset
news.
at more ways to buy Dwarven Forge?
Okay, let's talk about the stuff that you guys know about coming in the
Ooh.
future, and then move into the
Did
stuff
we get all the
you-
past done? We figured we're done with the past.
That's
right?
the past and the present.
Boom.
And now, as far as I'm aware, there might be, I don't know. Well, I guess Wildlands Reforged is kind of present. Hey, general update on Wildlands Reforged. Production is done, and it's all on the water ahead of
What?
schedule.
Say what?
Yeah. Everything from Wildlands Reforged shipped early.
Hey, did we give them a warning to put their seatbelts on before this episode? Because we got some
No.
bangers. Wait, individual pieces. Wait, something is already
No.
this means there is a chance we will deliver early. What?
Yeah, there's a
didn't say
chance.
it,
Here's the
but
thing: we're not moving up our delivery timeline yet because
Anything.
We don't know what's going to happen when it hits the port.
Remember that canal?
So-
Remember when the thing
Yeah.
was held by customs? Remember when the thing didn't show up at the warehouse?
Yeah,
Remember the,
yeah. Until we actually have the stuff at the warehouse where we can send it out to you, we're not gonna like update the delivery timeline. But so far, we're shipping a bit early.
Well, yeah, remember
So
when the stuff
that's-
fell off the boat?
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, I
Like,
remember
so
when-
anything could
God.
happen, right? Like we don't know, but right now it looks like there's a chance we'll be shipping early.
Yeah, which is why we were able to get that next restock order in, is because they were like Wildlands Reforged was supposed to take them up until Lunar New Year, basically. And then they were like, we're going to finish this
We're
early.
done.
We need
What
something
else
else to
you
work
got?
on. So they're doing this next restock before they go off for Lunar New Year.
When
Basically.
did we say we were? When did we say we were going to deliver Wildlands Reforged?
I believe it said April.
Yeah.
We said April, and at this rate, like it's looking like we'll probably be delivering March if everything goes early, or if everything goes.
Maybe there'll be
gets
some
smooth.
stragglers that get their stuff in
Yeah.
April, or some international shipments that hit a snag
Yeah,
or something.
it's not super early. It also
Yeah.
shouldn't take as long to ship this out because it's not. It wasn't the scale of like a regular Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Like it was a smaller reorder campaign thing.
So
So yeah.
we'll
So
see what the actual
yeah.
timeline is, but we're like, it's moving really smoothly. It looks like we'll be definitely shipping on time. I mean, nothing's definite, right?
yes.
But
Yeah.
could be early, could be on time. Not looking like it's gonna be late.
And then
March Dwarven Madness.
March Dwarven Madness.
Honestly, every month is Dwarven
Did we ever
Madness.
tell people about the war game show we wanted to do when we first started like streaming like 3 years ago?
With
4 years
random
ago?
random people.
We wanted to do a March Madness style
Oh, brackets.
thing where people were we wanted to do a bracket with like 4 people playing, and we were gonna do, I think it was gonna be Frostgrave. Yeah, that was a
Trash
that was
talk
fun.
and uniforms.
It was
and,
very
like,
fun. Yeah, I would love to still do that at some point. We did it. Yeah, we did the first episode of it and then didn't do any more for reasons. Yeah. Let's talk about conventions. Real quick. You know that we do conventions every year. We've got some more stuff locked in.
Mace
in
has
regards
been a
to
busy
conventions.
beaver.
Yes, this is looking to be our busiest convention year yet. The way it's going. First off, we were not sure if we were going to be able to get into Adepticon. We are in. We are doing Adepticon.
I mean, literally, this is breaking news. It was like yesterday.
It was
right?
like yesterday.
Yesterday,
Yesterday, the day before, like Mace got it confirmed.
Woo!
So we are doing Adepticon. That's just outside of Chicago in Schaumburg. It's like a half hour outside. Adepticon, if you like any kind of miniatures games, like Adepticon's a lot of fun because the focus is just entirely around miniatures games. Like that's it. Skirmish, war games. Games Workshop always has a big thing there. And there's a ton of like independent. Sean Sutter's there, the guy who did Relic Blade and Sludge. Free Blades is there. That is like the war game thing.
And it's a digestible size, right? It's not Gen Con. It's like a 10th of Gen Con.
Yeah. Pasta Daily, probably April. Sometime in April, potentially earlier is what I would say for that Pasta.
Oh, the question is, when are we going to have Wildlands, the
when
Reforged stuff,
is-
when's that going
yeah.
on this stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, also, we didn't mention the price on that.
Price increase thing?
Yeah.
Let's.
Should we
talk about it now or?
Well, we don't know what the numbers are. Yeah, I mean, we
don't know.
just tell them it's coming.
Well, because it's also it's also what it's something we said during the campaign.
Yeah.
As well. So let's reiterate here. As a reminder. So because
We're
of
reverse tangenting.
we
back
actually
to
do
the-
right because there's more stuff to do with Wildlands Reforged. When that does hit the store, it's something we talked about during the campaign. We're gonna be retiring a number of those original Wildlands sets. We put them in the Last Chance thing before. There's still some of them there, but like for example, all the escarpments compositions changed and stuff like that. So we're gonna be selling those down.
And that was the purpose of Reforged, is right? Reconfigure sets that didn't
Yeah.
make sense. Like, get out the ones that didn't make sense, have
Yeah.
new ones that are better for you guys.
The other thing that is happening with this as well is we're planning on. Remember, a couple years ago we had to do like that kind of store-wide price increase to just reflect the fact that production costs and shipping and all that stuff had gone up. Instead what we're gonna do is we're going to do it by biome, tied in with campaigns like this. So instead, we have a bit more regular and smaller price increases over time. And so we talked about it during the campaign that the existing Wildlands sets, that the compositions that are staying, we kept them the same price during the campaign, and they're still staying the same price right now. What remains of them, like in the store, when Wildlands Reforged hits the store, we're gonna have like a very minor price increase on the Wilderness sets, just so that we keep it, so that we're keeping up with increases in production costs and shipping and all that.
So it's another. It's and we
It's
talked
another
about
reason
the
to.
campaign.
It's another reason to
Reason
look
to
at
bet.
like. It's another reason to look at the
You get it
Wilderness sets
first,
that are there
and
now.
you get it cheaper. Yeah.
Yeah, it's another reason to look at the Wilderness sets that are in the store now and see if there's anything you want. Because this, you could get it now before like the price goes up in a couple months.
But as soon as basically everybody has all their stuff, the rest of the Reforged stuff will go into the web store, and the price will go up all at the same time. So you can get, if you missed out on it, you can get those sets.
Yeah,
and we're going to be restocking those.
And the price increase is going to be very small. It's going to be like a couple dollars, like for those sets. Really, like when we were looking at it before, it was going to be not much. Obviously, it depends on the set, but it's a much smaller increase than what we did like years ago. It's very small.
We'll have specific updates as we get closer
Yeah.
on it, but wanted to let you know it's coming.
Yeah. We don't have the date for that yet. As said before, that's going to happen once we've delivered everybody's Wildlands Reforged orders and put the remainder in the store.
Thanks for reminding us, Pasta Daily.
And the price increase is only affecting the wilderness stuff.
Oh.
We're just doing that biome for this price increase.
Yeah.
All right. So
hopefully that goes up.
Yeah.
End of March, beginning of April, or something, depending on how shipping goes.
So we're hoping. It really depends on when this stuff touches down. We've already got some of it at the warehouse, and it's just getting like the last couple containers across the water.
Yep.
Yes. What was I saying? Right. So back to conventions. So yeah, Adepticon. Hey, if you want to do Adepticon, it's a lot of fun. We're gonna try to do a lot of fun events while we're there. And so we're gonna try to make it worth your time if any of you do come out. But it's a very fun convention that is genuinely just built around actually like playing games. So it's a lot of fun. It's a great way to find new games to get into.
What are the dates? It's like March 20th or something. 22nd?
It's like the third. Yeah, it's like the third week of March, third weekend or something like that, I believe.
So come if you're around. Come say hi. We'll be there. It'll be who's going? It's Chris. It's me. It's Mace and it's Hamster. I think, right?
It's basically the crew from 2 years ago and you, basically. Yep. It's a smaller team. Would the Wildlands Runes be getting a price increase? Oh, probably. I would assume like that whole wilderness
possibility,
biome. I will check with.
Good question.
I will check with. Tyler might know actually if Tyler's still watching. But yeah, we'll have to check on that because I actually don't know. Yeah.
And May said it's March 20th through 24th for Adepticon.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So I would for Adepticon, I would check prices and all that stuff now. Just get your hotels, get your like all that stuff figured out. Tyler's watching. With the Wildlands Ruins, with the Arcane Ruins, are they involved in the Wildlands price increase when Reforge hits the store? That's the question. I think Ezed asked. It's somewhere in there. Yeah, it's Ezed.
Also, I see a promise of some Chicago deep dish za.
I almost died eating deep dish in 2022.
We're gonna have a contest. Who can eat the most?
I will bury you.
Yeah, you.
I did was inhuman.
Can it be? Can I have a teammate? Can we do a tag team, a 2-on-1 sort of thing? Like,
who would you want between Mace and Hamster? Probably
both of them.
Probably Hamster.
Yeah.
Deep dish is the hot pocket of pizza.
He's in training. He's like.
Yeah. Yeah. You're unimpressed.
If it was a beer drinking contest, Mace would be my.
4 slices is not. We're not doing GaryCon, but I think it's because Gen Con happens like around the same time, and we're gonna be doing Gen Con again. Yep. I guess is the main thing. I think is that what it is, or no? GaryCon, or is GaryCon at the same time as Adepticon?
Then maybe they're on the same weekend. No, Adepticon's the same weekend as East. I don't remember.
GaryCon coincides with one of the other conventions we do, which is why we don't really go.
Yeah.
Or it's might not be like at the same time, but it's like very close to it. Something like that. That was like the issue.
Right.
Oh yes, two people won. It's right. We did the sci-fi game found name guess
Oh, yeah.
thing, and we had two
With
people.
two winners.
Because one person said Star Forge, and then somebody shortly after them said Star Forged, and it's like, well, the second one was technically correct, but the first person
we
like,
get
had the spirit. So we're like, we'll just do both of them.
Yeah.
We'll reach out to you. I think it was Frida the Pita and Malvernus, I believe, were the two. I think those were the two.
Yep.
I have it written down. I'll need to check as we get closer to it because it's gonna be. I think what we said was it was like a free. It was something in Starforged. It was a core set or it was something or a. I'll need to go back and check that stream.
If you guess if you guess the name of Starforged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adepticon and GaryCon are the same. That's what it was. Yeah, so that's the issue, and we're really focusing on an Adepticon for a reason that you will see soon. So yeah, if you want to do Adepticon, I would check out the information now and try to get like locked in before everything is taken up. You know, yeah.
Cool.
Other conventions, we are doing Gen Con. Is that before or after?
After Adepticon, before Gen Con, UK Games Expo.
Yes. Yeah.
UGGI or UKGI.
Yeah, we are going overseas for the first time in a very long time. I don't know if we have the team for that locked in yet.
No ideas.
No.
Mace was out there scouting it out. Said, scene looks good, food looks bad. Let's do it.
Yeah, Mace will be there. Mace is going to be at every convention.
Fact.
Oh yeah, Finley's going to be there. Okay, so I got to go.
Oh yeah, and Rabbit will
I really
be
want
there.
to go. I got to get my passport renewed.
Right.
Hang on. Yeah.
My sister-in-law's family's gonna go there.
Germany or England? Well, the UK Games Expo is
last I checked.
it's in England. Yes. And then after that's Gen Con.
Then Gen Con, and then I think we're gonna have a more expanded presence at Essen. Speaking of Germany.
Yeah. Then we'll be
back
doing
overseas.
Yeah. Then we'll be doing Germany.
And then, are we doing Unplugged again? Mace, are we doing Unplugged again this year?
I sure hope so. Didn't we say we wanted to get a bigger booth next year?
Something, yeah.
I think we still want to do Unplugged. Oh, somebody said it was nice to meet you at Unplugged. I'm sorry, I was distracted. Let's do Unplugged? Yeah, let's make the decision here. Yes, let's do Unplugged.
This is how all the best decisions get made.
Was it Azure Cobalt? Somebody met us here. I forgot. I'm sorry. We were distracted. Yes, it was really nice meeting people at Unplugged. Unplugged was a lot of fun. And we'll be talking about
Twice as much booth at Unplugged.
Yes. That was the thing. Unplugged, I love it. We definitely needed more space.
And we're going to talk about Unplugged.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
I think that's generally that's all the convention schedule, I believe, for this year.
A convention every 2 months.
That's five. That's five conventions up from 3. We nearly doubled our convention presence, and we went overseas twice this year. So that's something.
In the future.
In the future, I mean.
Conceptually.
Say went. Yeah. Okay.
We got because she's watching. It's a testament to Mace, right? Pulling it together, galvanizing the conventions, making it happen.
Okay. As the team, as we were all talking and figuring out the schedule for this year, we got one more thing to announce scheduling wise. Well, two more things. One of them you know about, the other one. Hey, we've been getting a lot of what a wonderful time of day.
I don't know.
When you learn to laugh and play.
Yay.
Get along with each other.
I don't know.
Yay. Yes. So we've been talking for a long time. What's that? We've been talking for a long time about, hey, we need to do some dungeon reconfigs.
We need to do some dungeon reconfigs.
We do need to do some dungeon reconfigs. Some might say that we've already.
Years.
Some might say that we've already done the sculpting and preparation for it and have just been sitting on it.
Nonsense.
Well, hey, I think we literally streamed going through those configurations like a year and a half ago or something.
Fact.
It was a while ago. That's happening this year.
Woo!
We've decided we're officially going to do Dungeons Reforged. Shooting August,
late July,
probably late July, early August.
We want it to be live for Gen Con.
Yes. So that is happening. It's going to be, it's going to be similar in vein to Wildlands Reforged, but obviously different in that there's going to be some new pieces, which we didn't do with Wildlands.
6 pieces.
And that's the nature of Reforged campaigns. It's basically us looking at something we've already done and saying, what does this need?
How can we adjust this to make the collection better, make it restockable on our end? we're gonna round up a bunch of those Dungeons and Doom chase pieces that were hard to get. Some of those things were tough. We have the resculpt of the diagonal wall. We got a couple. We have a little insert for the stairs coming down. A couple of neat pieces. Mostly just reconfiguring. I mean, those sets are like, we haven't touched those in 6 years, so there's lots of fun stuff to be had.
Before or after Hightown? Before. It is going to be the next thing we do after sci-fi, because it's a pretty easy thing for us to turn around, all things considered. And we were looking at it, and it's like, we just got to get this stuff into the store. Like we've got to. We just got to do this project. Yeah. It's dungeons are like one of the core things for us. And so we really just need to get this campaign done. So we're going to do that as a little chaser after sci-fi. Speaking of sci-fi, or Starforged, I should say, we have our launch date. Unless something happens.
I mean, have we ever announced a launch date and changed it? Never.
Famously not, and famously not multiple times.
Not ever on every project we've ever done. But this one's the one. This is the one.
Yeah.
We said it here live. This is it.
We're looking at March 12th for Starforged.
March 12th of 2026? What year are we talking?
It's 2024.
Oh, 2024. Wait, is everybody have seatbelts on?
I forgot what year,
Chris.
I forgot what year it was.
You said it was 2014 earlier. You were not on the air, pre-air.
I said 2014.
2014. So
who's to say?
We're this is wild. We're launching in like 4 weeks. Wait, 8 weeks. Whatever, math.
Less than 2 months. Yeah. So we're deep in video and graphics production and everything. We're going to be sending out emails very soon, highlighting stuff. We're going to be posting more information on the GameFound page. That secret message on the landing page was right. Oh yeah, somebody noticed that. That was very clever. We've been eyeing March 12th for a while, and we just wanted to get closer to it before we felt comfortable like making it a thing. But yeah, when Tyler was writing like the copy for that, he's like, what if I put a little binary like thing in here or whatever it was? It was a string of like numbers that could be read as a date, and the
real deal.
Yeah, so we're looking at March 12th. We're feeling pretty good about it. We're making a bunch of stuff. We've already been producing some of the stuff we need. We'll be giving you information. Basically, starting over the next couple of weeks, we're going to start really just ramping things up for Starforged, getting out information. We're going to start probably showing you some of the stuff we've kept secret from you. And yes,
we may even show a couple things tonight, because who knows?
I was wondering about that. We'll see. We've got so much development has happened in the last 2 months.
I mean, it's been literally like 2 months.
It's been 2 months. We got a lot of new things to show you, unless we want to keep them a secret. Who knows?
Hey, and what Finley said: sign up for the follow the GameFound page if you have not yet.
Anybody? We're making for the first time. We're making a little challenge coin, which are fun collectibles. They're used in war games, but even if you don't use a game that could use a challenge coin. Or if you don't play any games that use a challenge coin, it's still just a fun collectible. It's going to be like the Dwarven Forge medallion on one side, and then a little sci-fi design that our graphics team came up with. And so we're going to have them in the campaign, but we're going to give one for free to anybody who follows the campaign early. We will add it to your pledge. You do need to actually support the campaign to get the gift. But yeah, if you make a GameFound account and follow it, another fun thing about GameFound is that we can send out updates to people before the campaign launches, and we can put all sorts of information up before. We're going to put up the listings and prices before the campaign launches, so you can really get a sense of everything ahead of time.
Assuming it's ready. Yeah.
How big are they? Do they fit in the door slots? No. I don't think.
Oh, we can put the coin in a door slot? I don't know. We haven't
made a production sample yet.
Drugus is noting it's a Tuesday. Yeah, we generally launch on a Sunday. We're doing a Tuesday. See what happens.
Yes.
How does that sit with people?
Also, payment plans on GameFound. Yes. So here's another thing. Actually, here's another thing to ask you. So we've been talking to GameFound a lot about prepping for this campaign, and they're making like several changes to the platform to help us, and that's great. Okay, Tyler says that actually it should fit in there, going off the concept. So that's exciting. Hadn't thought of that.
We'll make it bigger.
So GameFound has been talking to us quite a bit. We've been working with them. They've been great to work with. How would you guys feel about being able to pay your shipping in the campaign proper instead of having to wait for the pledge manager for it? And by being able to, I mean having to.
It's not an option. It's a mandatory.
Well, it's basically like to work with the system. Because one of the issues we've always had is shipping gets very expensive.
Yeah.
For us. And so you could always do the option where you put more into the pledge manager or whatever, and you'll still have all the options open to you in the pledge manager. The main thing is, and we would have accurate pricing. We've always had to make an external pledge calculator because our shipping is so expensive because our stuff is so heavy that we don't want people to put a bunch of money into the campaign and then they get to the pledge manager and it's like, oh, it's $800 to ship this thing that I already paid for. And then they get surprised with it. So we put out the pledge calculator so that people can see how much it would work. The issue is people would still miss that shipping calculator sometimes. And this way, if we make it so that you pay it in the campaign, you have to see what the shipping is.
Right.
And so you can't really miss that information. It will be accurate. It'll be using the same stuff we always do. And of course, if there is any issue, we will reimburse.
Like, well, can't you also, can't you, you can't, you have to pay it. You can't wait until the pledge manager to pay it. With this, you'd have to pay it up front.
Finley, what we would do in that situation, if the costs go up significantly, it's what we've always done, because it's what we did after Wildlands. If the shipping costs go up after we collect shipping, we just eat that cost. It happened after Wildlands.
We've never gone back and charged people.
We've never asked for extra shipping. It's always been a thing that we've always, and like I can't imagine it ever being as bad as post.
Even when we had to make 2 trips to Germany with that.
I can never imagine
that was
it.
Wildlands, right? We had that whole container went back and forth from
container.
Germany
it was that, and it was also container prices, shipping prices in general, like went up 8 times.
Yeah. Post
Wildlands, so we collected everything based on the models we had, and then after we closed the campaign, the prices skyrocketed when we just ate that cost.
And made a double trip, and
yes.
It was like.
So that's the thing. So we're like, it will still, like, we're making sure that we are very thorough about it. And you are not going to be left with like extra costs and everything. You will have stretch pay. You will be able to put more into the pledge manager. Will it also do taxes? I'm not sure about taxes actually. I believe it will, but I have to check with them. It's a thing that we're currently looking at. I guess there's also something that we could say is we're talking to them and exploring the options for doing something like this. Yeah. So it's possible we don't actually do it this way and we still make a pledge calculator. But it's something I wanted to kind of get a general vibe check on because we're trying to figure out what the best decision is with that going forward.
Sounds like everybody seems like they're into it.
There's a couple people who prefer to do it later, but I guess what I would say in that sense is you would still be able to just pay the amount that you can in the campaign and then pay the remainder, and then go in and pay the remainder in Pledge Manager. You won't be punished in any way. You'll still have access to all of the same stuff. You'll still get the same amount of stretch goals.
Oh, right. You could go for the $3 pledge and then change it to the $10 pledge in.
We also will still have stretch pay available, so you'll be able to pay in installments. And I think it'll be like a longer payment plan for this one than we used for Wildlands Reforged because we'll have a longer production time. Yeah. So that's generally the thing. We're weighing the options currently, but yeah.
We almost beat the stretch pay with this with Reforged. Like
we almost did. We just finished collecting the stretch pay like recently for everything, but we're 100% up on it. We didn't have any issues with it. It seems like people were happy about it. Yes, the multi-payment option will be there. We're still going to have that. We're really happy with how it worked in Wildlands Reforged, and we don't see any reason to not include it as an option if people want to use it. That's generally. I think that's all there really is to say about Starforged. So the timing with that. So that means, hey, you may be getting your Wildlands Reforged in time for, or like while the sci-fi campaign is still going, and we're going to be showing a lot of compatibility.
Like all the same time they're going to land. Like we can't just have one thing happen nicely at one at a time. It's always like it all has to just happen exactly the same time.
4 people at once. We're all just like stretch pay is fantastic. So we're going to be showing a lot of compatibility between Starforged and Wildlands because they're made in the same scale and they actually go together really well. So that'll be fun. Because with the rate that Wildlands Reforged is moving, that's very exciting.
Hey, and we didn't actually say, for anybody that doesn't know, Starforged is our first foray into modern sci-fi terrain in Dwarvenite. So it's pretty exciting to take everything that we've learned in the last whatever it is, 8 years or 10 years in doing Dwarvenite production and actually getting to do sci-fi in that. So it should be pretty. It's going to be a whole bunch of new. Everything's new. 360 sculpts, the paint, the look, the feel, the sculpting. That's everything. Like, it's pretty exciting. So definitely follow the campaign, follow the GameFound page if you haven't yet.
Yeah, follow the page if you haven't. This is
Oh God, dude. Well, we'll talk about it later. Wait.
yeah. And yeah, we'll have a ton more information on Starforge coming. Like we're hitting the point now where we're really going to start ramping things up, starting to release content, putting information on the page, all that jazz.
And this was the thing we promised in the tail end of Wildlands. That we
it only took us
do it. What
3.5 years.
Yeah.
3.5 years. That's fine.
Hey, but it's worth waiting for.
Yeah.
It's a good bit.
Is there anything else that we need to cover? Outside of, I've got 2 like post news topics.
We talked about.
I've got up on the screen now. If you wanted to.
We did rap video. We did website.
We covered all that.
Restock. Wildlands Reforged.
This was the most topics we've had to get through in a long time.
Reforged. Adepticon.
Lowtown update. Oh yeah, we're gonna have the Lowtown update after this.
Should we do PAX first and then Lowtown?
Let's do PAX and then Lowtown, because we're gonna do the Lowtown update while we show you all the test shots.
We have a lot of.
We have a lot of Lowtown stuff to show you. Oh, Where Heroes Dare.
Oh, that's a good. This is a shocker. We're a little behind schedule. So Where Heroes Dare is our board game project that we are developing with Stephen Baker of HeroQuest fame. We're a little behind schedule, but we did some initial playtesting. We're going to do some more in February, and then tail after Starforge, do some larger external testing where we got people have started signing up or whatever, so we can. We'd love to get some of you folks to actually play it. We're just take us a little while to get where we want to be with it.
We don't want to do it before it's ready. And that's just kind of
well, one of the challenges with this is it's very terrain dependent. A lot of board games through prototyping out, it's just making cards, right? And you can just print them out. They can just be stickers or just print it's a simple piece of paper you're cutting up and whatever and stuff. This stuff requires, like, in order to actually get an accurate test of it, there's a lot of really specific pieces that need to be made and tested and built. And it's not, you can't just like rapidly print out a bunch of pieces of paper and go. We also have to print out a bunch of pieces of paper and go, but it's really neat. It is taking its time to develop, like every single project we've ever done, and it's gonna be worth it when we get to the end of it, because it is definitely a unique experience, and it's working from our initial test groups. Like fundamentally the thing is cool. There's a lot to figure out yet, but like a 3-dimensional sandbox dungeon environment where you get to have an adventure with your friends is fun. I mean, it's kind of like, does anybody here know anything about like 3D terrain and playing a game on it? It's like that, but in a box.
Is there a way to secure Ivy to Starforge pieces? Doesn't one of them use biscuit? No, it uses the peg holes. Well, wouldn't you be able to use the biscuit holes on the?
Yeah,
because they take
except
the pegs, right?
They're at different intervals.
Might still be doable. We'll have to check it. You could use the freestanding if nothing else, and you could probably always mod something if you wanted. Hightown officially.
Pegs. I mean, you could just place it against or use white stick.
Hightown officially 2025. Yeah, that's the current plan.
Yes.
Is early 2025 for Hightown. Different intervals, but it's close. We'll have to play around with it and see the Ivy. Well, it's something we haven't thought of.
We have a test shot.
We do have a test shot.
We got Starforge then, so we can.
Okay, so let's. So yeah, Where Heroes Dare 2025, Hightown 2025.
Next Reforged 2025.
The one after Dungeons. Yeah.
Mystery.
Most likely. It would be nice if we could get one a year. It's going to depend. Like, we gotta be careful. Lowtown update will be coming very soon. We're gonna talk about it as we do Lowtown test shots, because we got a lot of stuff to show you. The only topics we have left is PAX Unplugged and the Lowtown test shots. How do you want to talk about PAX Unplugged briefly?
Yeah.
PAX Unplugged was fun.
And that was 100 years ago.
I'm trying to remember everything. Yeah.
So we had Mace spearheaded our foray out to Unplugged. Is our first time back with a booth since pre-pandemic, right? And it's awesome, man. That's just forget how the vibe of that con is so good.
It's one of my favorites.
It really is. And we got it's so nice to see a bunch of you guys there. Hoppy Hippo and what was my friend? NPC Charles was there, and RG Dice Boutique, and who else from this show in Discord was there? I had a ton of folks.
NPC Charles. Did you say Charles?
Yep.
All right, never mind.
I don't know. It was.
I think Azure Cobalt was there. There's somebody earlier who said Jay was there. Oh, I need to show you. Jay posted little progress shots of the table.
Ooh.
Yeah, I need to show you that.
Hey,
it looks like it's coming along nicely.
I think Ivy will work. It's a little hard because the pegs don't quite work in the prototypes. But
It'll be easier to show when we got that camera up.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So we got to see a bunch of folks there, and the big exciting thing besides the general being an Unplugged and the vibe and whatever is we showed off Starforge for the first time in the wild. Had a big old build of stuff with a bunch of hamstered, painted up the full Leviathan box set. So we had a whole bunch of Tyranids and Space Marines on there, and had a neat thing, and it was pretty well received. Like it was stopping and looking and asking questions and fired up. And so I don't know if any of you were there and saw it, but it was very fun to get to show off Starforged out in the wild for the first time.
Yeah, I was very happy with it. It was very fun to. Last year just kind of like had like a running narrative of like doing all the acting stuff, which was a lot of fun as well. And Unplugged was kind of just the finale of just all that last year. Like we started PAX East last year was our first time doing the terrain for them. And it kind of kicked off this arc that they started going through the film show. And then we did all the film show stuff. Well, West happened right before the film show came out, but we did the builds for it before because they were editing it during West. And then I have like 14 builds for 15.
And then it culminated with this live build.
Then Unplugged, it culminated with like a big finale, like to cap off the film series, and that was all very fun. If you haven't watched Acquisitions Incorporated, like they did a very cool like 10-episode film series that they kickstarted. It's just a lot of fun. It's very good. A lot of fun to work on. And if you like actual play stuff, they were like the first big actual play show, and they're still going, and they're trying to like do new stuff with it again. They made a new channel for it, and they're really wanting to like lean into doing like really cool stuff with actual play. And
fun telling stories around the table, like yeah, and having fun with those builds. We had also the Pirate Board people. We had a bunch of boards built for them, so they had going mazes.
Yeah, Patrick over at Mazes had a really cool setup. He made like a sandstone Sasul temple that was really cool. MC Charles had a really big setup.
Dude, MC Charles' setup was awesome.
Yeah,
with the hell breaking into the town.
It was a really fun gag.
Yeah. Also, he just like literally just had a table just set up out there, just sitting by the table. Like it's just like, hey, I'm a dude that made a big old build. Come check it out. It was awesome. It was nice to see him. What else did we see there? What were the other? There were trying to think what else happened. It's fun to run, see the sandbox, right? See people touch Dwarvenite and for the first time and play with it, and just once again, every time, like it never gets old, right? The discover when there's also some people that you realize your branding's no good when people walk by and go, oh, this kind of looks like a Dwarven Forge. I'm like, God damn it! This is
well, we had some unfortunate stuff happen with our. Didn't we have to like? I can't remember. The whole thing's a blur. That doesn't matter.
No.
You know, it was a lot of fun. Excited to go back next year with a bigger booth.
Yeah.
All right. We should do a giveaway word and then head into the Lowtown stuff. And then if we finish Lowtown stuff, if we have time, we can maybe show some sci-fi beans. Yeah. What's a good word for this? What's something we can pull from the last hour of news?
I don't know. Has there been a running theme? Buckle up.
Buckle up.
We had so much heavy. It's like it's bonkers.
News hour.
It has been an hour. It's been the news, the Dwarven Forge News Hour, brought to you by the dwarves.
All right, we're gonna do news hour, all one word. News hour, all one word. So if you want a chance to win a $50 digital gift card for Dwarven Forge, type in NewsHour in the chat. It's not like case specific or anything. Doesn't matter if you capitalize it or not.
Can I use it in a sentence?
Can you?
I want to win the thing by typing NewsHour.
That's lazy.
That was an inspired sentence, right?
That's the old like spelling bee gag where they give them like a really difficult word. They're like, "Can you use it in a sentence?" And they're like, "Sure." I feel, and then just like the word. It's just like a nothing sentence.
Zenzi Zenzik.
Yeah.
I really like blank.
Yeah. I love blank. Just that. I think it was a 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee.
Didn't you win a bunch of spelling bees? Was that you?
No.
There's somebody on the team that was
I didn't get many opportunities. I would tear it up. Yeah. But I didn't get many opportunities. I did like win a spelling bee as a kid, but like I wasn't competing. It was like a school thing. It was just like a school thing. It wasn't like going to
the nationals.
Yeah, it wasn't going to like a competitive like spelling bee event. It was just like
studying the dictionary rapidly.
Yeah.
You can do this. Yeah.
Letitia? Oh, was it Letitia? I wouldn't be surprised if it was Letitia.
That would track.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody on the team definitely
has
won some spelling bees.
We got a bunch of nerds here.
Proud nerd culture.
Yeah.
All right, let's should we go to the town?
Yeah, let's get into low town. I'll roll the giveaway in like 3 minutes, give people some time because it's not even 8 yet. So let's give people some time because a bunch of people show up at 8 and don't even watch. They just show up to get the word and try to get some free.
That's smart.
Some free
gaming
money.
the system.
Yeah.
So Lowtown was it only last year? It was
February.
It was this time last year. We were
11 months ago.
No, we're in March. We're in January. Yeah.
It launched February 14th.
So it was our big city crowdfunding campaign last year, and it was our biggest, our most ambitious campaign to date. We ended up with 200 and something pieces. And I don't know. Tyler has all the exact numbers. How many? It was like including all the all the terrain trays and the tapestries and the whatever. I think it was 260 pieces or something.
Can you believe we bit off more than we can chew?
It's hard to believe. We're running late. Is no surprise, right? I think we've mentioned this before. We don't know exactly. I don't know. Tyler might be able to give a better exact.
He was sending me info. Yeah.
So basically we're racing against the Lunar New Year, seeing how much they get done before the Lunar New Year, and then how quickly they can get up to speed after that. This is our factory. And then we'll have better estimates sort of after that once they're up, seeing how fast production goes. And then of course there's shipping mystery, right? When we were supposed to ship this thing.
I think we said April.
Did we say April? When did it end? Yeah.
I can't remember. People have been throwing.
So it's probably more like June or July or something. I don't know. Don't quote me yet because Tyler has a better.
He sent me a breakdown of production progress, like by percentage.
We're at like what 60% of the steel molds or something.
Close.
I think finished.
So expanded master step is almost done. 92%.
Amazing.
Which expanded master is basically us sending them the final like piece that they're supposed to use to make the mold. Then steel mold is at 50.
Well, actually, expanded masters, they make a analog oversized version. They cast our thing in a material that expands slightly. It expands the same amount that the dwarvenite contracts, so that then when it's cast, it ends up at the true size. It's wild.
Yeah.
So that's at 90-something%. What are the?
Oh, we said March. Why did we say March?
We said that. That was a stupid idea. I'm just gonna blame Jay because
we want people to be excited. Yeah. Steel molds are over half done. 55%.
55. I thought it was 60.
And Tyler's saying they're getting about 10% of those done a week.
Yeah.
So we're looking at basically a little over a month to finish steel molds, apparently. Although I don't know, Lunar New Year is going to interrupt that.
They're gonna be a little shy.
And then we get test shots, which Nate has some samples of.
A lot. They've been pouring in.
Test shots are just unpainted dwarvenite castings, basically using that mold to like make a little example so that we can look at it and then get like a sense of, is this working right? Are the measurements correct? Is it taking all the stuff it's supposed to take? Is the
Before they
geometry
run
correct?
50,000 copies of the thing, they're like,
Yeah.
just make sure this is right. Everything's cool. Last chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then paint test. Paint samples, once we approve like the actual the test shot, then they paint it and send it, and we make sure they're doing good with the paint. That's 14%. And so those, they're working on the test shots for the molds that are already done. They don't make a steel mold of the test shot. They use the steel mold to make the test shot.
It's the first castings. They have a mold. Say, okay, we think this is great. We'll run a couple pieces, literally 2. Send you 2 pieces, and make sure it's good before we start the whole thing up and do it for real.
Yeah. So yeah, that's basically it. We're over halfway with the molds and moving pretty fast from this point. I think it was like we hit like some hiccups early on that we've been playing catch up on, basically.
Well, we had to do all the engineering of all the holes on our end, which is normally they're doing that at the factory end. So that was
yeah.
That we had to get that workflow up and running. But you know what? It's amazing. I mean, lots of amazing things, but everything's lining up. The holes are like dead on. It is like factory precise.
We had an entirely different we're kind of revamping our production process a bit to make it better in the future, but it's also meant that this has been like a learning process in like how to set that up, which put us back initially, but now like we're getting better results than we've ever gotten.
Well,
basically.
And it's more pieces than we had done before too. So everything's just
but
it's cooking.
Basically, when if you have like the original City stuff, how a lot of things are like kind of just like slightly off, or it can be like a little finicky to get them to like glide in smoothly. Everything is like
now everything's off. We've perfected it.
Everything's we got everything wrong enough.
We nailed it.
No, and you'll see with the test shots, it all like is just very precise in a way that we haven't been able to be before. So yeah, that's really nice.
It's going to be worth waiting for, and we'll have more detail we'll send in our official Kickstarter update in a week and a half or something, right? Tail end of this month, and then I'll have some numbers in there, and we'll have a better guess. But we won't really have a good handle on when it's actually hitting the water until we're the other side of Lunar New Year and we see how fast the production goes.
Yeah.
But we definitely have a couple months behind or so. What is it? We really said March?
We said March. I don't know why.
Yeah. So we're at least 3 months back or something. But we'll see. We'll keep you. We will keep you abreast. And Tyler has a whole bunch of good breakdowns. And here's the other thing. Like, well, let's just go to the camera. It's the pieces are. It's so exciting, right? At this point, like we're on to other projects, we're doing thing, and getting the things.
The camera got kicked, so I got to restart it. Hang on. Okay, there we go.
So getting these things, you just suddenly it's like someone kind of seeing it fresh and new for the first time. It's just I don't know. It's so exciting to dive back in. So let's start looking at pieces, right? We're just gonna blast. So we're trying.
I'm gonna roll a giveaway real quick.
But yeah, give it away
now, Mr. Feelgood,
Woo!
MD.
Is he a real doctor? Do you think?
That or he's in Maryland.
That would explain why he does so good. So this is the cobblestone floor, 4x4 cobblestone floor. Little biscuit holes. Got our we can pull that stickers off. We got anchor magnet slot, bottom mark, everything. It's square, it's level, it's flat, it's where did the rat go? Is he on here? Which side of the piece, which piece had the rat on it that we had to move? There was a little, Eli sculpted a rat into the side of one of them, and then the biscuit hole ended up there, so we had to move it, and then I don't know. Do I have the 2x2? I don't. There are so many. Look at there's 3 trays of these. Oh yeah. We do have the 2x2. Oh, look at this. And if you have questions or requests with these, let me know. Thing. We got that guy. So we got a pair of those. Oh, this one was so exciting to have, right? So those are the cobblestone floors. We got sculpted ground cover. Yay! Then we got the dirt sculpted ground cover. And this is so exciting because our in-house castings were all lopsided, whatever, and so these are actually flat, and it is delightful.
It's gonna look a lot better when it's painted.
Yeah, but this is just the raw.
Yeah.
You can see the details.
You guys want to see some dirt?
Dirt. It's hard to make dirt. You know, you'd be surprised. Much less with little squares in there. It's one of Eli's favorite things. It's just nonsense organic stuff that then has to have a grid.
Yeah, Amy's pointing out. She's like, man, it's really nice to see like the holes cut in Dwarvenite instead of the prototypes. Yeah, the prototypes. Here's the thing, and the nice thing is we found a better way to make those biscuit holes for our sci-fi prototypes. So like the sci-fi prototypes are working a lot better, which is nice. It's not nearly as painful
They
as
are functional. That's
yeah.
the best. Oh, putting these things like the biscuits, it's so satisfying to pop in biscuits and pop the stuff together. Like it's just it's even better the railings when we get the railings into the scaffolding. It's so satisfying.
Yeah, seeing the biscuit system like work the way it was designed to, with the material it was designed for, is very, very nice.
Well, all right, we got floors. Going with the floors, we'll continue the. Do I have all of them?
Is it on autofocus?
Yeah. It's swerving all over the road. We have the rest of the urban elevation system. We got that guy. We got this guy. There should be two of everything, but I don't have them all here. All right, we're close enough. So we have the ramp, the two-piece ramp, and the little block. Right, and then this lines up with the floor. This lines up with the floor, so you can also do like the. We'll get you out of here. Put that guy in there. Do that little gag, and into this thing. Guess that's my. Oh, I think I didn't grab any of the paint samples. Those over there. We could look at those too.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Also, with the test shots, they don't put the magnets in because it's not the point. But the magnets, there will be a magnet in that hole in the final version.
Well, we don't have electricals in some of the things. We don't have, we get there. Yeah, all the empty ports will have holes. This guy, the half arch. Right.
Is the whole elevation system done now?
Yes.
Nice.
With the ladder on the back there. Everything's lining up. I don't have a half length. The short wall slots in. There you can see the slot. It's so nice. It's like it's everything we wanted, right? There's a bunch of open-ended tools that you can do anything with, like and having it now that they're actually fully functional. It actually works.
It was by far the most ambitious project we had done, and it's very nice to see all of our theory crafting actually pay off into something functional. Could you imagine if this stuff came in and it wasn't working?
Well, we would be delayed, I'll tell you that. Yeah.
Diorama crowd's gonna go nuts with this stuff. Yeah, I think you're gonna be able to make just absolutely wild
we don't even know everything
layouts.
You're gonna make, right? Like people can just do whatever.
Well, because they're gonna have it. They're gonna have like the finished one. They're gonna have the finished product when all we had before was prototypes.
Yeah.
So their stuff's gonna work better than what we had, and they're gonna have a lot of people are gonna have more of it than we had while we were doing the campaign.
Yeah.
We were struggling to have enough prototypes for certain pieces, like while we were doing the campain. But now all this stuff's being mass produced.
Yeah, it's very exciting. All right, so that's the. Oh, did I show the stairs? The little stairs.
That's really nice.
Yeah, all the details.
They really preserved.
Level.
All the stone and wood texture has been coming out really nice.
Which is good because basically everything is stone
basically
and wood
everything in this. Yeah, everything in that campaign was stone or wood of some variety.
Chris says, 95% of the campaign looks great, and the other 5% looks even better.
That dirt. I mean,
dirt. I mean, it's hard to go wrong. Seriously, people are excited for sculpted dirt. That's no joke. We've got. Let's look at the basics here. These are little guys. We got the. These are the City Builder basics, right? You got your standard issue wall.
We base this off of our sci-fi project.
Okay. And the floor, the corners, and these ones, these particular shots were a little slightly warped. See that little bump? But we confirmed it with them. They sent us the paint sample was set level, so these were just something didn't cool right. They sent these. But these things, I think there's gonna be a lot of clamoring for more basics because they, hard to go wrong with the little dungeon pieces, right? Like just wall, floor, corner. Speaking of, you build everything with them.
These are still gonna go well with old resin Tudor dungeon pieces. Are they larger? I don't think it's the exact same scale.
They're ever so slightly larger, and also our grid is offset by a ½ inch, and the the style is different, like the floorboards and the walls. But yeah, you could definitely use them with a medieval building system, the resin bits, if you wanted to mix and match. We haven't actually. I don't know if we've done it, but you could.
I wonder if the sculpted dirt painted in ice cavern paint scheme would look like snow. I'm really curious to see that tried.
Yeah, you could totally pull it off.
I think the details in it though, with the rocks and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, you could totally it would totally work.
You could probably
You could totally make
you could make it pass, but
yeah.
I don't know, we'll
There's
see.
some like frozen icy rocks in there. I mean, could do it.
Yeah, I mean, you could get an approximate. I don't know. I still think it wouldn't be the same as having something that's ostensibly sculpted to.
No, but
just
you
be
could
that,
you
yeah.
could fake. There's some really neat repaints that people have done that are pretty cool. All right, that's the basics. I think we saw all the bits there. We should at some point test the corner posts and whatnot. Got the dirt. Let's look at here the freestanding walls. They don't have their magnets in them, but they are square and level. So this is our freestanding walls you can use for fences or whatnot. And there's a little metal on that side and magnet on that side, as well as magnet on the bottom.
Got a texturing on them all, just came out so clean.
Everything showed up. Just it transferred so cleanly.
All the grooves are deep enough that it reads from here and is catching the light really well, like even without paint.
Wait, where's the corner? Oh, I'm literally holding it.
Are those shorter than a dungeon wall?
They are slightly taller than a dungeon wall. No, I guess the floor is the same. Maybe they're a hair, ½ millimeter taller. Because these are ½ millimeter taller than the floors or something.
I remember us building them in dungeons and them still fitting pretty well.
I mean, it's like a ½ millimeter.
It's very
like
small difference, yeah.
Minimum. Yeah, there would be magnets. Magnet on the bottom, magnet on the side, metal on the side. Boom.
Yeah, basically, you put them on a floor, they should be like wall height, basically.
Yeah. This should be.
The freestanding are all magnetic, yes. They've got anchor magnets, and then also you see that metal tab on the side. That is so that I think they all have like a metal plate on the left side and a magnet on the right side. So when you link them all together, it'll also secure them all that way as well.
So when they fall, the whole thing will fall over.
Yes. Yeah. But they probably won't unless you build it bad.
We don't have the door one yet. So there's a door one too. But yeah, you could this way you could kind of interchange if you wanted. You could make like a thin little opening in here.
Hey Kodiak, how's it going?
Hey, Kodiak's here. So, all right, we got. Oh, I didn't even try doing these at 90 degrees to each other. I hadn't thought of that. Huh.
You can do a lot with the freestanding stuff. Let's get a lot of
Again,
shapes.
a super open-ended tool set that people can use to do whatever nonsense they're dreaming of. All right, I got this guy. Oh, yeah. Let's look at scaffolding bits. We got, there's a bundle of bits. Wow. Oh, I forgot the other 2D. Oh, it just keeps coming. The hits keep coming. Okay, so we got most of the scaffolding. We don't have all the railings yet, but we have the 4-inch platform. Oh, here. The 2-inch platform, the diagonal platform, the narrow 4-incher,
That's a good amount of it.
the rope bridge, and the short railing. Oh, and we have the corner. Oh, we'll look at these one at a time too. Let's pop.
I'm very excited for railings that just work right.
It's we'll cut right to the fun chase, right? So this is
Yeah.
it was so satisfying. It was the first thing Tyler said when they came in. I think it was like yesterday they came in. He's like, you understand, you gotta slide, like when you put the railings on, it is like glorious. And agree. It just like they slide on so smoothly. It's so satisfying. Look at those nice tight 45 degree or 90 degree. What
I
is
think
it? 45 hitting and anything.
I think the railings and the pilings were the hardest things to get to work with the prototypes.
Oh, they were murder. But these are like, it's so satisfying. They go on so easily. They stay right in place. So there's 2 pegs, and they go on either side of the biscuit slot. So that like the hot dog shape of the biscuit slot, those little ends, the little hot dogs sticking out the ends, that's for the pegs to slot in there. Right, so you get that. Look at they line up like they do exactly what they're supposed to do. They're on there nice and firm, and they look great. They're feeling like these pieces so exciting. Biscuiting it all together. It like how crisp, like the bottoms, like look at all this stuff, like we never had our they're so clean. Is it too late to modify my order? Oh, and then I'll show them on the we're trying this too, like using the pegs to stick them to the roofs. Right,
so you can do those rooftop runs that we were talking about.
Yeah, but they like really stick. Like it's really like because there's all these there's holes on the bottom that you can use to stick on the holes on the top of the roof, or I mean you can put anything, right? There's a pull accessory hole, so people are gonna use them for all sorts of nonsense. These are your biscuits to just pop string stuff together. Oh yeah, whoever you got 50% scaffolding, that was a smart order.
Yeah, scaffolding is going to be one of the most flexible things from that system.
Look at this thing, really. Oh no,
Man.
it froze.
Yeah, that one was me. All right, that happens sometime. Hang on, we're back. Okay.
Whee. Oh yeah, we got this one. Look at that bridge. It's just all just the clean every line, like anybody who wants to paint, you're gonna have a fun time with these. And they hold real right. The biscuits are doing what they want. Oh, we got the pillar. Which you can, man, I got stickers everywhere. So you can pop that guy on. Do I have the other pillar? Somewhere. Nah. I don't know what I'll prop it on here.
Point is, it's all looking
works.
very good.
Yeah. Nice guy. Anything we missed that we didn't see? Yeah. Rope bridge textures are really clean. All of this stuff is really, I mean, at this point, the sculptors really know how far to push the texture so it reads, how what it takes to make it all work.
I'm just finding a manufacturing process that preserves all the detail too. It's nice.
We got roofs. I biscuited these. So that was some pegs holding on. These guys are biscuited together. So we've got. I don't think we have the new straights. They adjusted the straight was a little crooked, so those are being adjusted. We have the diagonals and the valley, the roof.
No biscuit holes for Dungeons Reforged. No, we're making like 6 new pieces for it, but mostly it's just reconfiguring the existing pieces.
The idea with the Reforged is to do minimal to no changes, right? Just reconfiguring sets and getting pieces that were hard to get out and available.
Yeah, we'd have to resculpt everything. I mean,
No,
I think the
thing.
value, the biscuits just don't add nearly as much value for dungeons as they do for cities.
If we were to make a dungeon elevation system or something, then you're talking. But
yeah, we could possibly do an expansion that would do that. But I think the main floors and all that, it's like doesn't really,
depending on how you build, it's probably not a thing you would need regularly. This is the little peak. So, and then the soffit, I only put one of the pegs in. I can put the other one in.
New pieces for Dungeons Reforged are a mixture of resculpts and new.
Yep, mostly resculpts.
Like there's the new there's a trapdoor insert that is a like stairs, so you can say like here's the stairs down, which is nice. We're fixing that diagonal wall that had issues. Look at that.
What are the other sockets? The secret door. Toby did a new
right. The
door
new secret
that
door
has like is really tight, clean. Like it looks almost seamless when it closes. Let's put these guys on. We have the soffits for the roofs and these things. Yeah, we did the that the freestanding portcullis arch that had like that little goblin face at the top of it, and it was like wildly not wide enough. Like it was shy by like I don't know. It was like 1/8 of an inch or 3/16 of an inch or something. We resculpted a new one of those that actually is the right width of a regular wall.
Yeah, it's basically doing some resculpting and stuff to fix some things that were just done wrong the first time around. Adding some new things that are simple but like will add functionality. And then just repackaging the sets in a way where we can free up all the chase pieces that have been hard to get.
Well, just get you packs that you need and we can restock. Little soffit on there.
Yeah, we could really.
Yeah, little guy.
Do this for hours.
Bump.
Reforged minis pack? Potentially. Tyler says never.
Never.
Well, it depends on like if by minis you're talking about like the golems. Yeah. What are the dungeon chase pieces? The golem walls were one that people talk about a lot.
The Gorgon, the Riddle Pillar, the Mystic. What was it? The pool in the.
There's a couple of those like little LED.
Yeah, this of Vermilion
pieces.
was hard to get. The.
There weren't as many
Doom
compared
Roller.
to like Caverns Deep, but the Doom Rollers are hard to get.
Every encounter had a thing that was put in there that was
a lot of those.
Thing. They only existed in that encounter, and they were hard to come by.
And like a lot of the traps are kind of hard to get.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a number of things that just were hard to grab.
All right, we got back. Roofs with soffits. Oh, I didn't show that. Where did the chimney go? It doesn't have its magnet yet. But
No, Paul. The issue with the castle walls wasn't precision. It was like the size of them in Dwarvenite was difficult.
we didn't want them to warp.
Yeah. It's when you, because Dwarvenite's a soft material, when you get that long, it causes issues. See that that big 12 by 12 elevation tray lid thing that has like warping issues.
All right, we got that chimney.
Second, I thought the demo was in black and white. I just set the camera. I can probably set that camera. Hang on. I can set the camera to black and white, actually.
That's hilarious. Maybe an old-fashioned sepia tone. Oh, speaking of roofs, we got this guy too. The
Just put the saturation down to.
it's the bay window roof. There's a Nina piece. Neat. Look at all that hammered copper.
They make it a student film. Oh, you want me to tilt it 45 degrees?
We'll
put it on Dutch angles.
On.
Yeah, what if we just Dutch everything?
Oh, we've got this guy, the little the perch. It's the assassin's love seat. It's now 2 inches.
The assassin's lazy boy.
We had the assassin's perch in the original cities, and now this is the double-sized one. So it's like the love seat. They can sit there. Those who slay together stay together. We forged dwarven on film.
Sleigh bells ring.
Are you listening?
Huh? Are you listening?
Because I don't know. We got double anchor magnets in there. That's so you can bridge between two roof sections, which don't have any straights. Make it sure it's really firm, because we want people to put right. You want to be able to attach scaffolding and all sorts of stuff to your ribs with this.
A wonderful sight.
Oh, that would be neat if this had a magnet to attach to double high. Yeah, I think it's too heavy. This thing is a beast. But you know what you could do? You could use a spacer. Check this out.
I hardly know her.
All right, we're skipping ahead to a whole bunch of pieces here.
That's a lot.
There's so
That's a
much
monstrosity.
This happened.
Quick, everybody count all the pieces.
Yeah. But this was to show this an idea. So someone's like saying, "Hey, I wish you could put that bay window on a double high wall." You could have a double high build. In this case, these are prototypes in among things, but there's a spacer in there, right? You could take. See if this works. We got biscuits on the back, biscuits on the front. Let's see if this is gonna work. Oh boy, look at that. So we stuck the biscuit onto the spacer, slot that thing in. Ooh, it's a little heavy, but it's gonna be okay. Yeah. Look at that. And then, will this fit over it? No. Ooh, yeah, maybe. Hold it in place. Yeah. Anyway, you could do something like that. Put a little the doorway over. You know, I don't think we ever even did this in the campaign. That was a good idea. Who came up with that idea? That was awesome.
It was I believe.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, but I just want to point out, look at how clean and precise the corner posts, like the double high corner posts and walls are.
Yeah, I was trying to save those for last, but I could not try to follow the idea because.
Look at how that thing isn't just splaying out and falling apart.
And wait till I put the rest of the facades on. We'll get back to that. We'll get back. We got to do a little. We got so many. Look at. Oh my goodness, there's so many little boys. Well, speaking of doors, like I wish I had a door. We have the doors, but not the door wall. In classic Dwarven Forge fashion. Look at this front and backs of all the doors at Speakeasy. And they really, it's so satisfying. They're square and they work and they have pegs and they're hinged. So they each have a little there's a hinge so it'll open and close. This is the one with the halfling door on it. Those little guys. All that little Michelle detail in there. Super clean.
So now we got to go back and re-engineer all the existing cities to work this way.
Yeah, well, cities reforged.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a heck of, man. Tyler keeping them cooking on all these things, keeping all the specs down. Like it's been
I think this is the most we. I think this is the most we've asked out of the factory.
Oh, it's nuts
by far.
It's so many bits to keep track of, and
Yeah.
so many little details back and forth, and tweaks, and catching this, and like, was that sizing right? And there is. We got the little stairs. You can do the little guys. Boom, boom, boom. I forgot we even did these. These are the little 12mm stilts. The featureless 12mm stilts. Because we never actually we never did any. We were just using the textured ones. And now they exist and they're very satisfying. The black metal. Black metal stilts. We got. Oh, I forgot this little guy. We didn't try another one. This is the accessory holder that slides over the edge here.
It's another thing that works way better now that it's the final piece.
Now that it actually works. Like,
yeah,
it's really. Yeah, I agree.
It's already 8:30. Man, we gotta. There's so many test shots. It's 2 months of them.
I don't think we have any full accessories to try on it, but we got.
Maybe we can grab an existing pole accessory.
Yeah,
they don't have a test shot.
They can imagine. This is so neat.
He said there should be a hoist in there.
I think it was in the older batch.
I can go look for it.
Yeah. We got so many, and there's a bunch of paint ones we didn't look at. Yeah. The ladder. We should have looked at with the on the baked in biscuit on the ladder works like an absolute charm. You just pop that in there, little half size biscuit. We got the showcases. Oh, that's getting to play with these things after all this time. They're so fun. So satisfying. I think we showed the pillar, right? With a scaffolding. That little guy. This guy's gonna pop up all over the place as a pillar, much less whatever you're gonna attach to it. More little accessories. We got the little table, nice 1-inch top, so you can pop a mini on there. Right, playable. You can jump up and start performing on there as your bar, or flipping it around, making your barricades. Ooh, yeah. That's good. We get Chris flew in the hoist. Now I lost the. Where is it going? Oh, here it is. Oh, the table looks like it should at about 8:30 on an episode. Just already losing stuff with the test shot.
Just thinking about cleaning everything up in a half hour.
Woo!
Yep.
We can just slide this over. We have a little make your golem factory.
Yeah.
God, wow. You know what I also did with it? Well, I'm glad you have the host. We'll try it on another thing.
Is your necklace hitting the mic?
Quite possible. I'm getting a little feisty over here.
I think we had mini test shots a while back. Yeah.
Yeah, we showed them in that first batch.
Yeah, we got them very early. I don't know if we got the paint.
Yeah, we got a bed.
As long as they get back in those clear bins and back on the back tables in the build room, that's enough. Does it matter? I mean, we got to keep them grouped, yeah? So I'd put the hoist back in that old collection, and then the rest go. Yeah.
Bar counter. Yeah.
Have the accessory hole adapters got holes on the side too, or was that just shadows?
Just shadows.
Grouping isn't hugely important? Okay. But yeah, no, we got the sausage orc lady. We didn't get paint of the minis, have we?
No,
we just got the
sausages remain unpainted. The sausage rope lady.
Sausage orc lady.
Yeah, no, that's You can
I've been
stack
told
it
it's
on
rope, but I disagree.
It's clearly a sausage link.
She just has 20 feet of sausage.
It's a tough burden to bear.
Every first level adventurer starts with 30 feet of sausage links.
You have your adventurer's pack, dungeoneer's pack, or chef's pack. The chef's pack is the same as the other one, except it has 50 feet of hempen sausage strapped to the side.
Frida, we will show that when we get to sci-fi stuff.
I think we are down to. All right, building block pieces. Oh man, we haven't looked at. Yeah. There's like, yeah. All right, so this was the monstrosity that that was sort of testing out these bits. So we have we got double high posts. We have the ones with the rosettes, these wooden rosette ones, and we have the fieldstone ones. We're riddling this thing. We're decorating a bunch of stuff on there. So the first thing you may notice is we got the both. We have both. There's 2 peg holes now, or 4 really, 2 on each face, right? So there's one at the regular height for regular corner posts, and there's one at the top. So this lets you do fun stuff like you can put the ivy down there and then grow. Where'd the big old ivy boy go? I was flapping it around here. Get you lined up. Where are you?
Not having the pegs where they're supposed to be.
Oh, I should have done it the other direction. I should have put them in the thing and whatever, put on a second. But what's awesome is this, it really holds the facades really like keep everything together. But the idea is you can sort of chain, you can put 2 facades on these or just put one in the lower or one in the upper, or any sort of, however you want to mix and match. Like we're sort of doing with the elven one on the other side. Oh, that came off. Why are you not sticking? Let me find out on this one. So then let's try this guy. But it's like, it's so super satisfying. If you've played with the previous double high posts and you've experienced them splaying, this solves all your splay.
These just work a lot better. And the really nice thing too is the wooden double high should still work with your with building Tudor. And then we've got the new fieldstone double highs here. So you should be able to build double high with basically anything once these posts are out.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to paint that ivy or foliage as corruption, like Zelda style. True, that'd be interesting.
All right, so that
doing like the gloom effect.
Yeah, but the facades hold everything. It's like, oh, it's glorious. And then we have the spacer in here. We've got the fieldstone spacer. This is the wood spacer. They've got the biscuit holes in them, so you can affix anything you want there. So these were some of those biscuit fillers, right? This is the little wooden shield. Looks really nice on there. We have this little guy. Where do they go? Oh. The little gargoyle. Adorable gargoyle. Boom, boom, boom. And then the wooden rivet. And obviously you can put these in any of the biscuit holes, but I don't know why I'm using this one to demonstrate it with, but and what's neat is this guy can then take it's got a pull accessory hole, right? So we can put, where did that hoist go? It's probably with here it is.
They want to see the back sides of the shield. They're curious.
Yeah. Backsides of the shield. Backsides of the shield. Where do they find?
It's basically a dead side,
Where did I
though.
put it?
That's a great question. Like Tyler's saying, like it's a dead side on the back.
It's got
just has
a
peg sticking
skew.
out.
FP 803.
Yeah. It's not going to be painted. It's going to just look like that. Perfect to build the Zentarim warehouse and Dragon Heist. Oh yeah, this is an incredibly flexible like you're going to be able to do incredibly moody. We're really hoping that this makes people want to play more urban campaigns, right? Like we're hoping that having these tools out there will make people realize that you actually can make really interesting combat and encounters, skill challenges, all that stuff. Like
you don't need to leave the city.
You don't need to leave the city. Yeah, like you can have like all this like really interesting like multi-level. If you're doing espionage or a heist or something, you can set up a lot of really cool things with this. We're gonna see people do some extremely elaborate setups.
I mean, isn't that like the Dungeon Dudes Drakenheim campaign is basically all an
This
urban
is
campaign.
straight up their alley. Yeah. Monty was talking about like they went extremely deep on this. Like,
boom, boom, boom. We got the Corbels. We got the Elf. Where is the Elf? Elf World's gonna live over here. Boop, boop, boop.
the nice thing is now that we have this stuff out too, it'll be very easy to just add more facade options over time.
Yes. Well, now that we see how well they work and how good they look,
we can just design to this footprint.
yeah. The elf thing there. So like it's just, oh yeah, like I was doing with the, where's the little elf guy?
Snap, crackle,
Pop, the third one.
Okay.
There. Right. So because we have the holes, right? You can put the small one in the bottom and the big one on the top or whatnot.
The corbel should fit over the bay window roof on a double high. I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
If the other one did, the corbel should be fine because the corbel's got some of the best clearance.
See, we made this bay window roof demo piece just for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, tons of clearance. In fact, you can put the LED wall with a torch.
The
there.
corbel, I think the corbel row has the highest clearance of any of the full length facades.
Yeah. Yeah, and it also looks just good on everything.
Do you have an ETA on when this will ship? We can't give a hard date because we're still in production. We're assuming late summer, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to get on the other side of the Lunar New Year, see what the production speed is, and then there's shipping.
Yeah.
Like anything could happen. Like once it hits the water, as we've seen, there's 1,000 things that could go. Yeah. All right. So that was all the. We didn't even like really pull it right. The big double high. Pieces.
Oh, it looks very good.
And this has metal in it. We should test the magnets. Oh, it's got heft too. This is like, oof, oof. And this is the double door.
Didn't he die?
Hawken is now obsessed with Dumbledore dying. He's like, I know,
Really?
spoiler alert, Daddy.
Man.
Dumbledore dies.
Oh, great! I've got the
It's a shame, but he's gonna die.
I've got the humor of an elementary schooler.
Yeah.
Oh.
So these aren't the these are the dungeon doors. We popped in here to say they work with the double door wall. Fully functional. And you can throw your dungeon doors. You're gonna look great in there if you get the dungeon ones. We haven't seen the new ones. Yeah, it's, you know what it is? Seeing this stuff now, it's like it makes you realize the prototypes were sketches. Right? There's the precision on everything. Like you could live with it, but it's like, okay, now we have.
Well, it's
like
all it's something we just kept saying during the campaign. It's like we can't wait till it's the final material, and that's why we did those 2x4 floors early. Was like to prove to ourselves that like the biscuit system was going to work. And then seeing it's like this, it just like clicking like a couple 2x4s together. It's like this is what we're gonna have. Like this is what this is all for. And now we're finally like at the point where we're getting it all
together.
Yeah.
This is the what do we call this? The corner corbel projecting?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Had we been smarter, we would have chosen the 4x4, but the 2x4 is smaller and cheaper.
Yeah. And I don't think the 4x4 is done.
Tyler says it's the corner corbel.
Corner corbel.
Yeah.
And then that guy pops on. Oh, well, we didn't show this. This is the parquet corner posts and the new fieldstone corner posts. New and improved with holes in it.
We made it better. We took the corner post and we put a hole
in it.
Yeah.
So the corner corbel pops on there. Boom. And now you get another place to put your hoist. Glad you brought that hoist out. That was a good, we need that guy for everything.
Mm-hmm. Well, hoist is fun because it's a pull accessory that mounts two different ways. It's a cool concept.
Yeah. And also game use. Like there's gonna be stuff that we can do with this.
Mm-hmm.
Right? There's gonna be parkour nonsense and stuff with. Yeah, I forgot. So you can take the peg out from the bottom. You can put it in the side if you want, and then you can just stick it on the side of your How satisfying. Let's pop it
Yeah.
in like.
So it can be like firmly attached to a building, or it can be like on a mount and be able to swivel around. It was in the concept from the design. It was just harder to show it again when we were dealing with resin prototypes.
Wait, I mean, you missed one detail, and out of one of the 250 pieces, you missed one
Is
one feature of one thing about how I'm shocked.
6, it wasn't new. It was just very hard to show when
Well, it
when
wasn't
it was
really
the prototypes.
functional. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't fully functional when we were in the resin prototypes, but now that it can actually be tooled in the material
Yeah,
it was
you
meant for,
Pop it in anywhere.
it's working really
you
well.
want it. It looks awesome. People are there's gonna be meat hook massacres left and right with this thing.
Yeah.
That's it's a magic card. The meat hook massacre. By the way,
All right, so it's
Yeah.
8:47. Are
It's
we?
got
We have some paint samples to show too. Are we through the unpainted?
well, there's
or-
terrain trays, and oh wait, there's
Oh my god.
yeah.
Do we rush through this and then show them one sci-fi bean?
I mean, I guess the way to throw this, we can. I think maybe next week we do sci-fi deep dive.
Yes.
So
Next
there's
week we
lots
should
of
definitely do a sci-fi deep dive. We just had
Yeah.
so much to go over today.
Look at
Yeah, the
this.
water wheel. Yeah. I saw that you had this. I was very excited. It spins like it's meant to. Finally.
Like there's water feeding it.
Imagine a river.
I don't know. Did we ever show that Eli made the little area here you can attach string to it? Because he wanted it to be functional if we ever, I don't know, decided we needed to add string.
I don't think we ever talked about it. No.
But it has this one side has the little spool sticking out there, so you can
That's cute.
attach string. It's functionality is very important to him.
That means
right?
you could probably mod it yourself if you wanted to.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got one. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, you could use these as like giant wheels for your death machine.
Yeah.
Plus, these guys are going to be useful for something else. I don't know what Someone would find some way to use this as a
It's there now.
thing.
You know.
It's got the bits in it, and big enough to put we haven't actually tried stuffing them in there, but big enough to stuff a mini in there. You want to have people have it be a tread wheel crane. You can put some minis in there
Man.
by design. I'm so excited we unlock this thing. It's really
Same. Yeah. It felt like it just felt like one of the most Dwarven Forge things about the campaign, and we had to have it. Having a functioning water wheel was just such
you
a
guys made it happen.
yeah.
It's totally Escape and Doom wheel.
Yeah.
You can
Hey,
make
this way I don't have to buy that model
Hey.
because God.
You can just build it out of these pieces. I think this is everything besides the 2D.
We have the gorillas here?
Oh wait, no, I missed these other guys. Okay, geez.
Oh.
There's the half spacers as
Nice.
well. Cute little two of them make a full. And these are so you can do mezzanine builds or use two of them as a spacer, or if you're annoyed by the holes in your full-size spacer, you can replace the full-size spacer with two half spacers.
Yeah, I'm really mad that Skaven's getting a huge refresh this summer because I just did a lot of it.
Wait, they really are? Is
That's what Kiwi says.
really?
And I assume he would know a lot more about it than me. He's huge on Age of Sigmar.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, they're supposed to theoretically a new edition this summer, right?
Yeah, and they're saying I've heard from several sources that like Skaven's getting something. I don't know if it's
Skaven
rumors or
hasn't
if
been
they've
touched
officially
in
announced it or
1,000
not.
years, yeah.
Probably a lot of those metal minis that I'm painting right now are
Now that
probably
you're
gonna
just
get actually,
finishing.
that I've been complaining about. Yeah, like they're probably about to get replaced. But I really wanted rattling guns, so
Well, maybe
Yeah.
there'll be new sculpts of the rattling guns, and you can get those.
I already have 2.
Well, then you maybe need 4.
They're very cheap, so that's yeah.
All right, I
Point
think I
wise,
got.
not dollar wise.
Did we get every? All right, now let's look at the 2D. We got more.
Yeah, so we
Alright.
got terrain trays, and then we have some painted
We
samples.
got train trays. We got rugs. We have window paint. It's just pouring in. All right, so first.
Next Warcry box is gonna be Lumineth.
Woo!
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Just as I'm finishing up all my Lumineth models. So this is going to be a popular boy. Look at that. It's funny. It looks very not brown on camera for whatever reason, but it's a little more brown in the real world here. But it's wood.
No, it's neoprene.
Oh, well put. and then neutral stone. I think this is going to be a popular one. Like people are going to use a lot. Like as soon as I saw it, I started putting the bits on. You're like, oh, this is really satisfying to they're not magnetic yet, so they don't stick, but it's very satisfying.
Yeah, if you need to do like a random encounter or something in a house, like freestanding walls, and this is gonna do it really fast.
Yeah. It's just fun to, I don't know, there's something satisfying. It feels like a floor because it's the thing you want to build on it. Yeah. It's gonna, I feel like this is gonna be the go-to. Like you can use this all the time. All right, then you got cobblestone, someone said. You got, oh man, I somehow missed the rugs. We gotta go there. There's so much stuff.
Oh wow. Hey, is it the battle boards? No, that's the terrain trays. That's terrain trays. Never mind.
Trays.
I got fooled because I saw cobblestone. I don't actually know what we have, so it's gonna be exciting to see.
Cobblestones. This is the slum ones. These are all right. There's potholes everywhere, beaten up. And I'll show the clean one. Where is? It's a thieves' maze. I cannot open it. There it is. I've been thwarted. Okay, and so that's the.
All of our transition noises on our videos are just made by Nate.
Yeah. I like to add sound effects to my life.
Oh, I did that for Hellscape. I forgot about that. The Hellscape video, I just made like
mouth noises.
Yeah. And little banjo kazooie noises for when
and
Janet and Mace.
And then the other side we got some slum dirt. And this one has the bits like the wood. And there's a wagon wheel in here somewhere. Maybe it died. Shingles from the roof. There's bits from the sculpts were pulled and put in there graphically, and this one is more clean. But it's mud, dirt. It's gonna use it all the time. We'll have a fight on it. Poor dirt. All right, then.
Curious, did you sync these with the final factory paint schemes for the pieces?
Ish. The best we could. It should be pretty close. It's always impossible
to get a perfect match.
Yeah.
A lot of it too is just the difference in material makes it difficult.
Well, and our paint tends to drift a little over time, and yeah. Oh man, there's so many of these little bits. All right, these guys over here.
Look at that water.
Oh, I forgot about these. Oh, all right, we got the break. Oh boy, that doesn't read.
That's the issue. Yeah, with these lights, like it's way brighter than everything else we've been looking at.
Well, on black, on Dungeon grade text.
It looks good. It looks good at that angle. It looks good at that angle. So just don't tilt it flat on. Yeah.
Breakers. These are straight breakers. So it's really I got to keep the white up here.
Yeah.
And then on the other side is the which one's Vex.
And this is all made to match the color of the water in the other water trays we've done.
Yes, the mountain.
Yeah.
This is the shore. Wait, let me do the rest of the breakers and then we go to the shore. This is the concave breakers. And now we're onto shore. So then this is the convex shore, I guess, because that one's the vex and this is the cave. Although, it depends whether we're looking at water or shore. But and then, I want to make a big old. I want to make a beach battle, and then this one doesn't strike. Wait, is there a straight? Oh yeah, there it is. Straight breakers over here, or the straight shore, and this lines up right. So it's gonna be better when we actually have more than one of each, so we can make the whole thing right. So these line up to make a neat shore. Everything's washing ashore, and no grid.
This is the right one, right?
Yeah, well, apparently not. Roof.
Is that the? Okay.
Yeah.
Might need to have a look at it again.
Yep, that does not match. But look at that, perfect match.
It looks better on camera.
Yeah, for once.
So hey, they might need to do another pass on that.
And then we just show that one straight going in. We did straight to straight. Curvedy. the curve can go into anything. Like, yeah. These are really blown out, but you get the idea. They're beautiful terrain trace. And then we get where the heck are the rugs? The tapestries. Oh, we have something just broke there. They haven't been. They'll be die cut in the finals. But these were the turbulence overlays, right? So you can make.
Uh-oh. You okay?
Yeah. Running out of real estate. So you can add turbulence to your water if you want to make shore somewhere else. And then similar. This is a straight boy. This will be cut in the finals, right? So you can do neat.
It'll be way nicer once they're actually cut out.
Yeah, look at it. Get the idea. Like it's a cool effect.
Yeah.
All right, then I am gonna drop this box of biscuits and be really upset about it.
We have too many things there.
All right, we've got Wait, where's the market stall? Didn't we get? Oh no, it was the. We don't have the final order, but these are the 2 out of 3 of the tops to the market stall, right? And it's you can't really see it as well, but it's a felt. It has a really nice texture to it. But look at the die cut on the front.
Yeah, just reach through the screen and
just touch
give those things a feel. Yeah.
Television. Then these are the ones for the awning. Look at the shingles, the matchy, and this. And then we have all these little. Oh wait, we can try this on that. Oh, let's try it on the magnetic wall, shall we? And we have new. Hey, it works. It's cooking. So we're gonna have new. We got new magnets that are bar magnets. So these are. But there's gonna be like a bar magnet on the back. Let's sit up there. Look at that. The tapestries of all a variety of sizes. And once again, the felt, they feel nice. Oh yeah, the griffins. The little guys.
Yeah, you could hide doors with them. That'd be fun.
Yeah, or just decorate everything, or who. Oh, I guess. The metal doesn't go below the bar. That's the cutoff. Aha. Well, hang them up high. Yeah. And then one more. We gotta get the rugs. Gotta get the rugs. We're gonna have to have one little bean and go.
Yep, that's what I'm. Oh
Wow.
Boy.
That's crazy. How long is?
I mean, I thanks for sticking with us this long, guys. We probably don't have to, take as much time with it as we are, but it's very exciting to have these things, and he loves his toys. You guys can probably still hear him. Is he talking to himself? I can't hear him.
All right, we're gonna have to.
He's talking.
We're gonna have to look at paint samples next time too, because we got a whole bunch of paint samples.
Oh, I thought you brought the paint
Yeah.
samples.
No, I was like.
Just save the paint samples for next week.
Yeah.
I mean, we're already going over. Yeah.
We're already running trouble. All right, last bits, and then we had here. We got the
Rugs.
The rugs. That's the long runner. This is the dragon. Let me see. It felt just like you feel like real little rugs. This is the great beasts or whatever. It's the two dragons. Each side of a thing. Oh, it's in here. This was the other market stall. Top the shingles. Oh, another rug. Oh boy, we got so many things. That's the other market stall one, the shingles.
What's the pile on that bad boy? Can we get a thread count?
Yeah.
You don't do that with rugs, so that's just sheets.
And then look at these. This is the deer pelt and the giant badger pelt. And there's like all fuzzy and nice. So These are gonna spruce up your house real nice, like. And we'll have to look at paint samples next week because we got a bunch of those too. Holy moly! Look at all these. We got. I think we got all of them. We got them. Did we showed the Alvin studs? Yeah, we did.
I think so. That's a
Boom, boom, boom.
lot of
Yeah.
man. That's
all right. What did we give him for? Did you see? Oh, here, know what we can do? Yeah. Okay.
I don't know what he's having a conversation with himself.
Yeah, I was trying to talk to them, but I didn't. I kind of answered my question. All right, we got one. It's a little bean, not a big bean, but it's a little bean. Take it, right? Any bean in a storm, as they say. All right, who can spot the bean in here? What's new that you have not seen? This bean. It's kind of crooked because the floor. Yeah, so this is.
You're saying new floors.
It's not new floors, but it is in the floor. It is. I can't even get it out.
Oh God.
It's insert for the trapdoor floor, right? So it's pipes and cables. So what's neat is you can put it on the top. Woo. Put it on the top. You could put it on the bottom if you want, right? So it can be embedded in the floor like you're doing repairs there. Put a trapdoor panel above it, or you can put two of them, right? You can double it up so you have some depth going through there, or make one perpendicular. You could also, let's put in the door. Oh, and then you can take a look. See this. Or you can put your trapdoor panel in there, blast door panel in there. Open that up to get access to the thing. You got to fix the thing or whatever it is. You gotta. Also, you could, if you want, you can slot it into your doors. So then that becomes like a, I don't know, an exposed electrical thing or whatnot.
Maintenance hatch that you gotta you just open that wall to
yeah, to get to the
something.
exposed to the repair the whatever. Well, you got to fix the hyperdrive while you're under attack or who knows what. But it's a neat little building piece that gives you fun functionality for your trapdoor floors. Plus, you can also just kind of kick it around as scatter somewhere or something if you wanted to. Also, I think this is also I think they've seen all these pieces before. Otherwise, right? Painted,
looking over it, I'm pretty sure we've shown the multi-module.
Yeah.
Catwalks and pipes we've shown all those core pieces.
Yeah. It's Starforged, very fun. These pieces are really fun to build with, and we're still just starting to uncover many of the ways you can use them. All right, let's get out of here. So this is so I think next week we'll dive in. We'll show you all the latest and greatest in sci-fi because there's a lot of new stuff to look at. And that's marching launch 12th.
Yep.
Conceptually.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. It's so nice to be back. It's just nice to have you guys here.
Yeah, it's been
about stuff. A lot of fun things to
it's been a minute
to share. It was really nice to see those of you who saw it at PAX, and come to Adepticon if you're in the area. You're gonna see some people in
Adepticon,
flesh.
Gen Con, UK Games Expo, Essen Spiel, and PAX Unplugged. Those 5 conventions happening this year.
Come to all of them.
So if you're by Chicago, Indianapolis, Philadelphia,
it's time.
Essen, or generally the UK. I don't know where in the UK it is.
In the UK, it's.
Is it in London?
It's a couple hours outside of London.
A couple hours outside of London?
Something like that.
Okay, I actually don't know where in UK.
Well, you know what you
It's
need?
in Birmingham?
In Birmingham.
It's in Alabama?
Yeah, it's amazing, right? What we should give people is a little card, a punch card. If you come to each convention, you punch your card, and if you get all 5 punches, you get, what do you get?
What? If you come to all of them?
Yeah, we give them a punch card. If they can come to all 5 conventions, they get.
I'll let Mace worry about that.
yeah.
Conventions are her thing.
Oh, no PAX East because we'll be at Adepticon at the same time.
Yeah, it's the same weekend as Adepticon, so we had to choose.
Hey, Dave Moffat's in Philly. Come on down.
Oh man, where were you before?
Oh.
If I go to Philly, I have to visit my family. Not sure. They don't have to know, you know. Same weekend.
Lots of
Yeah,
holes
the
to
yeah the
see
issue. Yeah, PAX East and Adepticon are literally at the same time. It's why we didn't go to Adepticon last year. But yeah,
there. Yeah.
get to all Dwarven Forge cons and collect all the coins. We make a challenge coin every convention.
All the Valorian coins you can carry. If you come to all 5, I'll give you a sack of Valorian coins.
How many different coins?
There's 5. I
There's
think.
5.
There's a copper. There's a silver. There's
oh, no.
a gold.
We could actually do that.
There's actually there's 4. There's a copper, a silver, a gold, and a platinum.
Yeah, there is 4. Okay. Well.
Oh
Oh well.
We'll have a that is not an incentive. Yeah.
I mean, you even have to pay for them at that point, so it's something.
Yeah, we have to carry them back. All right,
Oh,
let's go. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. We'll dive into some Starforge. It's going to be back. I don't know. What was I gonna say? Ah, geez, I need cider.
You okay?
Yeah, everything's fine here. It's fine. How are you?
All right. I think it's everything. I don't think there's anything more to cover. If you guys, I mean, I'll be posting, you know, like now that we've announced like all this stuff tonight, like we'll be putting that information in Discord and the forums and stuff.
Up on the website.
Yeah, we'll be getting that stuff out there. So yeah, if you got any questions, just mostly just ask on Discord or the forums, and I'll try to answer anything. I know there was a lot tonight.
It was a lot. It was
a lot.
Yeah.
It's been a lot. All right.
We're back.
Good night, everybody.